On the DK Sportsbook, I'm not kidding you here. Someone bet Clint Capella for MVP at plus 300,000.
No, I can't go Clint Capella for a variety of reasons, mostly because he's never going to be anywhere in the MVP conversation, even if he's somehow the leading scoring option for his team. So my long shot is actually a guy who has won MVP before and is going to put up big numbers. And as I mentioned with Joel Embiid's health, we don't know where that stands going into every season. I like James Harden at plus 16,000. I think it's a little too far down from where he should be. I think he should be in that Kyrie Irving, Paul George range, plus 8,000, plus 9,000, because he has won MVP before. He is going to put up solid numbers when he's healthy. And we know that his health is more of a firm deal than Joel Embiid's. And I think the Sixers do kind of run their offense a little more through Harden this season. And he also understands that this is probably his last chance to make that big contract extension that he wants. There's reports that he's going to sign a smaller deal in hopes of landing that bigger deal in a few seasons. But this is kind of it for James Harden in terms of proving that he's still a superstar. And I think the odds are just way too low at this point at plus 16,000 for me to not put a little bit on James Harden winning MVP.
Yeah, because your favorite long shot MVP bet, someone besides RJ Barrett.
Yeah, well, good luck to Clint Capella's mom, by the way, on that bet. So hopefully that turns out for her. But, I think Anthony Edwards at 60-1 is interesting if you're looking for someone who, could kind of charge onto the scene and really take that next step. I mean, you could certainly see Anthony Edwards or Kermit Wiltz, I should say, making that jump. He's at 60-1. I kind of like the LeBron call at 20-1. You can see LeBron like making a point to try to get MVP. It feels like he's been trying to do that the last few years. And the Lakers have either been too terrible of a team or he's gotten hurt at the wrong time. But he's kind of always been in the discussion before things have gone awry. And if the Lakers, are able to move off of Russell Westbrook and find some semblance of success this season, LeBron's name is going to be in that mix. Again, and somebody who's not too much of a long shot, but 17-1 for Steph Curry, who, the unanimous finals MVP, certainly has plenty left in the tank. The Warriors should be really good next season. I think there's a case to be made there. But other than that, I mean, when you start getting into like the, 80, 100 type of range, I mean, maybe Paul George at, 90-1. I guess if you play out the 2022-23 NBA season 90 times, there's probably one in which Paul George is the MVP. I don't know. I don't love a lot of the numbers when you get beyond Edwards at 60-1.
Jeff, make a case for a long shot. Let's go.
Well, I was ready for Nick to come in here and make a legitimate case for RJ Barrett. And I was going to counter with Domantas Sabonis at plus 40,000. I had this full rant planned out. But I'll go with someone a little bit more realistic here. I like Damian Lillard at plus 6,000. I think he's a guy who's kind of been forgotten by a lot of people just because he didn't play for the majority of last season. But the Trail Blazers are going to be good next year. They're going to be better than they have been the last couple of seasons. I really like what they've done building their core. Josh Hart is a really good piece. Jeremy Grant, great 3-and-D guy. Anthony Simons still there. I think Shaedon Sharpe can contribute a little bit, but he's more just there to learn under Dame for a couple of seasons. Yusuf Nurkic is still there. They have the defensive talent that they didn't have the past couple of seasons, and they're just better. Their potential's better. Damian Lillard, we know as long as he stays healthy, he's going to put up 27, 28 a night. The assists might be a little bit higher too. So, hey, maybe the Blazers sneak into a top 3, top 4 seed and he gets some votes.